Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a quick video for you reviewing the new Charlotte Tilbury highlighters. I had a lot of questions about this, a lot of DMs. Are you getting them? What colors did you get? How do they compare to the Rare Beauty highlighters? So that's what we're gonna do today. I got two colors. I got the Champagne Glow and the Pillow Talk Glow, and I'm also going to review them with the two highlighters from Rare Beauty that I have. So if you guys are interested, continue watching. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tanya. I'd love for you to subscribe down below. So let's get started. So I personally almost skipped this release from Charlotte Tilbury because I got the face palettes from her this summer, and I've been using the highlighters here. I really like them. I have both colors, and so I didn't feel the need to have them. Also, the new Rare Beauty highlighters, which I really like, came out, so I really didn't feel the need to have more highlighters, but I had a lot of questions about these, so I went and picked them up. These are $48, so they're definitely expensive. The Rare Beauty are $25, so there's a big jump in price there, almost double. However, you do get a ton more in the Charlotte Tilbury. You get 7 grams of product, and you get 2.8 grams of product in Rare Beauty, which is surprising because I didn't really think. I mean, this is bigger, but this is also rounder. Anyway, who goes through a highlighter? So I'd rather pay less with less product. But this is the packaging. I think it's a little cheap feeling. Like, this feels very light. It reminds me, of course, of the powder from her. Let me grab that. So this is the powder from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the same, except it has some stars on it. It's not my favorite packaging, but I do like how sleek these are and small, and you can kind of fit them sideways like this, quite easy. The pans are refillable. There's like a little dot there where you can push the pan out, and this kind of moves inside. It's not very stable. I don't like that at all. But let's look at the colors. So here are the two colors. This one right here is Champagne Glow, and then we have Pillow Talk Glow. I did swatch the lightest one. I think it's Moonlit Glow in the store, and that was very light, very brightening. It was just too much for me. I was probably never gonna wear that, so I just decided to go for these two. Let's swatch this. See how like the product move, like the pan. I don't like that. It feels cheap. I feel like that could have been better. However, the product, it is so smooth. It definitely is smoother than the Rare Beauty, and I'll show you kind of on the skin what I mean. So this is Champagne, is it Champagne Glow, yeah. I'll show you up close right here, and see, it has quite a lot of coverage, and it's very smooth. I don't see any shimmer in these. They're just a very smooth and quite intense. Let's take the Pillow Talk Glow. I hate that these roll inside. I feel like I can't get the product on right. So this is the Pillow Talk, and you can see it's definitely quite pink. However, you'll see that on the skin, it blends in really nice. I'll show you up close. So these are the two highlighters that I got. You can see they're bright, they're shiny without it being glittery, and very smooth. I'm going to quickly swatch the Rare Beauty highlighters. So these feel on touch a little bit more of almost like a baked formula. I don't think they are, but they feel a little bit more that smooth without it having that creaminess. The Charlotte Tilbury feel a little they're smooth, but a little creamier to the touch. And you'll kind of see that the Rare Beauty is a little bit more bright, like more shiny. Look at that. That's the Rare Beauty one. That's the Pillow Talk. This has more of that shiny, almost metallic look to it compared to the Charlotte Tilbury. Let's swatch them. This color, by the way, was Mesmerize from Rare Beauty, and this one right here is Exhilarate. So you can see right here that the champagne color from Charlotte Tilbury is much brighter and lighter than the Exhilarate. Let's see if you can see it up close. So I'm hoping that you guys can see the formula change and the way it reflects light. One is a little bit more metallic, brighter, and this one seems a little bit more subdued, still bright, but it almost has more pigment to it, but not as much shine to it. Now the Rare Beauty has a little bit of micro glitter throughout. You can kind of see it in natural light more than, you know, in studio light. But the Charlotte Tilbury, from what I can tell right now, it doesn't have any glitter. So let's start putting these on. I'm going to start with Champagne Glow, and I'm taking a Sonia G Mini Cheek brush. I've been liking this for highlighters. I made sure to wash all of these before, and make sure you guys can see. I'm going to apply it here. So it's quite beaming and intense for sure. However, it compared to the Rare Beauty one, this feels a little bit softer. The Rare Beauty one has this brightness to it that catches the light so intensely, and so does this one. Obviously, it's very bright, but it's almost a little bit smoother. This color is the second, so there's one even brighter, so you can only imagine how that one would look on me, because to me this one is a very, very bright. So that is Champagne Glow. And I'm gonna do this with my finger a little bit to blend it in. I usually don't like such intense highlighters, and doing this, putting a little bit maybe of your blush on top of it, will help it just calm it down a little bit. But it's really beautiful. It's very smooth. I think I like this one better. From Charlotte Tilbury, I like this formula better than the big one that she came out with in limited edition. I'll swatch that in a little bit. But this one is Champagne Glow, and I think it's really beautiful. Let's move on to Pillow Talk, which is the one I'm most excited about. Again, I swatched these in store and I kind of have an idea of how they look, but let's put this on together. So if you know me, you know I don't like a full-on beaming highlighter. In this, for me, it's perfect. It's softer, it's a little bit more calm, but it's still a highlighter. It still kind of brings light to the cheek. And I find it a very smooth and like skin-like. It doesn't seem to emphasize texture. I have a little bit of a texture there, a little bit of breakout. And I like how this goes on top of it. It doesn't emphasize anything. It's just smooth and brings a little light right here to the cheek. Now, obviously the color is deeper and a little bit more pink, so it's not going to be as beaming as something that's lighter. So I don't think the formula is necessarily different. It's just the color that I prefer on me. I find it very natural, and I think it's beautiful. Let's see if we can build this up just a little bit more. You can definitely build this product and get a little bit brighter and just more shine there, but it's still gonna have that creaminess, kind of soft reflection compared to the Rare Beauty. So here we have Pillow Talk, and here we have Champagne Glow. I have here the Hollywood Superstar Glow highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. This is massive. It came last year or 2 years ago. I wasn't the biggest fan of this one. I know a lot of people loved it, but for me, it has this too much powder, pretty much. That's what I don't like about this. It's just a little bit too powdery. It's creamy, but I don't know, there's something about it that just does not work for me as well as these. So I'm going to swatch the pink one and also the champagne one. So right here we have the limited edition Hollywood highlighter. Then we have Pillow Talk, and then the champagne. So the color of this one is actually quite nice. I like the more peachy undertone. This is quite pink, but you saw that on the cheek, it doesn't look as pink. And then the champagne, which is really brightening. So this is the difference between her 3 highlighters. And let me swatch real quick these 2 highlighters, because these are also like pink and a champagne color. The formula in this one is different. It's like the baked gelée formula, which I love. So these 2 right here are from her face palette, and these 2 are the new highlighters. I think the pinks, you know, are kind of similar. This one is less bright than this one, and you can kind of see the formula. It's a little bit lighter and smoother almost. This is creamier and a little more pigmented and thicker. So those are kind of a few comparison between these highlighters. I really like these. I almost want to say I like them a little bit more than Rare Beauty, just because it's more my street. The Rare Beauty are so intense, which I will put the pink one of Rare Beauty on this side. I'll just wipe this one off real quick so you can kind of see the difference. I wiped off that highlighter, and we're taking Rare Beauty Mesmerize and adding it right here. So you can see just how intense this one is. And I'm trying to blend this out, so it's a little bit less intense. But yeah, this is Rare Beauty Mesmerize. And then this is Charlotte Tilbury. So I think now you can really see a difference between the intensity of these highlighters. This is like full on beaming. And this is just a little bit softer, more natural. I mean, I've been liking the Rare Beauty one. It's kind of like a different formula. It's a little bit new, more almost innovative formula. And I kind of have a feeling that highlighters are coming back. In 2022, for me personally, I felt like I didn't wear much highlighter at all. And it seems like highlighters are the new thing soon. So yes, Rare Beauty and Charlotte Tilbury. Let's wipe this off and try the other color. Taking Champagne Glow and adding it right here. It's so smooth. It's reflective for sure because the color's brighter, but it's a very smooth formula. Now taking Rare Beauty Accelerate on this side. I'm just going to take my finger a little bit and blend this in. Same thing with this one. Just a little bit. So here we have Rare Beauty. And then Charlotte Tilbury. I do think that these are more similar than the pink ones just because the color's a little brighter, so it catches the light a little bit more. But I still see like a difference in the smoothness on the skin and almost the brightness overall of the highlighter. But I do think that they're both wonderful. The formula, I think if you are into super beaming highlighter and something new, I think the Rare Beauty is unique. There is slight glitter in there, but it's micro. I don't notice it right here. I have to go outside in the natural light to see it. And even then I have to be like so close that it's insignificant for me. But I know some people absolutely hate glitter. But if you're more into more creamy highlighters, a little bit just smoother, that blends into the skin more. You still have that shine. It depends on the color that you get, but I would say it's a little bit more classic highlighter formula. Then the Charlotte Tilbury is beautiful. I actually really like the pink one. For me and my personal style, I think this is gonna be something that I'll reach for a lot more, because I like more of that barely there, just a sheen of a highlighter. So in conclusion, I do really like these highlighters. I find them very easy to blend in, texture friendly, and lots of colors. You have so many options. The price is obviously steep. It is Charlotte Tilbury, but you know, you have options if you don't want to spend that amount of money. But that is everything for today. I really hope this was helpful. I know it was helpful for me to kind of understand which one I like better, and just kind of overall the differences between these highlighters. But I hope you have a good one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.